We want to call our stored proc, and let me copy its name here. The parameter is book ID. To call that, we will say variable book as proc is equal to underscore db dot books. If you notice, we go back here, we are doing select star from book, and that is needed because our stored proc will work on a DB set. Now I know in main project you typically have a different DB set that is returned, and every time having to create a new model for that is not something that is good. There has been many requests with the EF core team to let us execute stored proc with a modified return type, but we don't have anything so far, so fingers crossed if that comes out with .NET 8. But they don't have any plans of that right now. Right here we will say underscore db dot books, and we can use from SQL interpolated. Let me add the statement here, which is exec, and write the stored proc name. There we need to pass the ID. We can pass the same ID there, and on there we can say .toList. Perfect. With that, let me add a debugging point and run this one more time. We go to our book here, playground, and let me press F10. If we execute that, perfect. We have the book that is retrieved here. So perfect. With that you have seen how to call stored proc. Now if you have more than one parameter, you can add a comma here and pass them if needed. But our stored proc only has one parameter. Now of course there are many limitations when it comes to raw SQL, views or stored procedure. Like SQL cannot return shaped data, or schema of the result will always have to match the entire DB set like book in our case. We cannot return a subset because we are querying on the DB set. Also, the column names of the result have to match the name of the entity and much more. With all of these limitations around stored procedures and raw SQL, if that is the main scope, I would highly recommend you to look into using Dapper. Dapper is highly efficient when it comes to executing stored procedures and other details using SQL Server. So that is something that you should check out when you are working with SQL database and .NET applications. I have a free introductory course on YouTube if you are interested in that as well.